She told me about you for the first time today. How it wasn't her fault. How you would have been 18 this year. How it was a natural pregnancy. But it just happened, and you were gone before you shared the air with her. As she told me, those old tears returned. She told me about the first time she felt that life might be able to get back to normal, and she was going to make it, when she could finally push the cart down the baby food aisle without crying. She understood, angrily understood, when friends stopped talking to her because they knew the pain was so great that there was nothing that could be said to offset the agony of the topic. But not to ask how she was would be cruel, so unable to find the words, they chose to treat her as though she had leprosy. She would have preferred talking through the desolation. She was determined that you would not be, in the history of the family, a sad thing, like a cancer tumor, but a family member. So she named you Paul, because it means little one, and because you had earned the right to an identity. She wrestled with the question of what to do with the shower gifts. She would wait until the next pregnant woman came along and do the right thing. And she did. But she kept one box in a lower bureau drawer. 3 tiny t-shirts, pure white, folded just right, tied in a silk ribbon, created to be a painful package, to be constantly refound, so she wouldn't forget. She thinks about, if you had lived, what would you be like? I think the answer is simple. When she learned you were not destined to enter this world, she felt pain and loneliness, trying to make sense of it. I think you went through the same thing. You shared with your mother the pain and confusion about what was happening, not understanding why, fighting, doing your best, but not strong enough to make life go your way. At the moment you each felt alone, you were not alone. You shared those last moments as strong people to the end. Your pain and confusion and last moments were not as bad for you because you were with her. She often asks, if you had lived, what would you be like? I think the answer is simple, considering what you both went through. You'd be like her. And she hopes that somehow you know that you will never be less than your brothers and sisters. You are a family member. She hopes that somehow you'll know that you are real, Paul. And then we have Margaret